Walt Disney Company has begun the first leg of its planned 7,000 job cuts, a key part of $5.5 billion savings drive the company announced on Friday. The reduction includes plan to trim $3 billion from its budget for movies and TV shows, and the rest is in non-content related areas. About $1 billion of the savings are already underway. The company will be reorganizing into 3 divisions: an entertainment unit that includes its main TV, film and streaming business, the ESPN Sports Network, and the theme park unit, which includes cruise ships and consumer products. The first group of employees will be notified over the next 4 days. We're talking about the group of employees that will be sacked or will have to be taken off. Chief Executive Officer Bob Iger said in a memo to the staff on Monday. And a second larger round will happen in April, impacting several thousand workers across divisions. The last of the affected workers will receive a notice just before summer. Amit continues to be with me. Amit, how would these job cuts be distributed among various divisions of Disney Empire?
Well, you have to look at how Bob Iger has operated over the years. He served the company, which is the largest entertainment company in the world, for 15 years, taking over from Michael Eisner. Even the first time when he had taken over in the early 2000s, certain big names were put in the back burner. Touchstone Pictures, which was one of the big brands of Disney, was put in the back burner. Miramax Pictures was sold off over time. And he turned it around. There were takeovers. This time he was called back. Remember, the year ended, the quarter ended December 2022. The entertainment and streaming business of Disney was down $1 billion. That is where Bob Iger is starting from. So these layoffs will be distributed across basically different divisions. He plans to cut down $3 billion from the movies business, the television business, and the streaming business of Disney. So for all the fans, there will be the Marvel movies probably will have little smaller budgets than they used to.
Okay.
The company will be reorganizing all 3 divisions, whether it's entertainment, which includes TV and streaming, ESPN Sports, which is a big chunk, and theme parks, luxury cruises, and merchandise. So there will be
so there'll be reorganization across the board, of course. Yes.
The good part is the initial the steps show that they are not cutting down on the creative. Mm-hmm. So certain distribution businesses have been dissolved. The entire business of podcasts and books and stories for TV shows has been dissolved. That is the starting point. Disney employs 220,000 employees across, which include term employees and full-time employees. So that is how much employee base they have. 7,000 is not such a big chunk on that.
Okay. Do you know, Disney stock also reacted to the layoff? Was the stock down, I think, about 10%, is my understanding?
Well, we have to look at, in 2022, Disney stock had fallen 44%. In February, when they first just announced that they'll be going in for these layoffs, it rose almost 10%, which was the biggest intraday rise in this stock in a long time.
Okay.
Yesterday, the stock rose another 1.6% to close at $95.62. So the starting has been good as far as the numbers are concerned. And Bob Iger, as is his want, is on his way.
Okay, so Bob Iger there making sure that Disney stays on course to profitability. You're a former Disney employee, and I have to say this for the sake of our audience who's watching us. You worked with Disney Singapore. What is your understanding of how Disney work culture operates? Are the layoffs common? And you also talked about Bob Iger. Were you there when Bob Iger was in command?
When I joined it, the global head was Michael Eisner, okay. And Bob Iger took over from him. Like any big company, I do not think Disney believes in trickle layoffs,
Okay.
if I may use the term. So
What is trickle layoffs?
that few today, then after 1 month,
Okay.
few tomorrow. They have announced 7,001 go. And they're doing it in 3 phases. What they could have done is they would have done those 3 phases without saying that this is the total number. So they don't. It is good for employee morale, and that is what Disney is like. That is my experience of Disney. So it is not a company of layoffs, but when they take a decision, that's what I said. Bob Iger is on his way. I see him as a man who takes hard decisions for to get the numbers right.
Okay.
And he has done that.
And he's getting the numbers right. The stocks were up 1.6% on the back of the news that Disney is going to lay off 7,000 employees across various divisions and will be reorganizing, restructuring as a plan to bring Disney back on course and make it profitable once again.